This week, I went pantry shopping and made 5 meals for less than $6 to feed 4 of us. So follow along as I show you what we made. This very first meal was just homemade tomato soup with grilled cheese. It was really easy to make. It just involved some tomato paste, milk, spices, and then just bread and cheese. I had everything on hand except for the milk, and so 3 cups of that ended up costing 32 cents, and that was dinner for 4 of us. This next meal is definitely a favorite of my husband's. It's just steamed rice with sauteed vegetables and eggs. And I basically just cooked the rice and then threw in the vegetables and the eggs. And you can put whatever you want on top of this. We like soy sauce, and I served it with some fresh vegetables. And I had the fresh veggies, frozen veggies, and eggs on hand, but I did have to purchase some rice, and 2 cups of that ended up costing about 40 cents. Now this next one is a huge family favorite, especially because my 3-year-old can get involved, and it's just little mini personal pizzas. And I just made a basic pizza crust recipe and cooked individual pizza crusts, and then we just assembled everything at the table and ate them as is. I made the pizza sauce, which was super easy to make with some tomato sauce that we had on hand and spices. I also had the dough ingredients, but I needed everything else, and so this came in at just under $4 to feed the 3 of us. This meal was just spaghetti with marinara, and I actually made that marinara sauce. I had everything that I needed, so this meal was free. And then one of the ways I like to use up all the little leftover bags of frozen vegetables that sit in my fridge, and also the carrots and potatoes that I seem to always have on hand, is by making pot pie. So basically I just throw all my vegetables in a bowl and toss those into some boiling broth just to cook them through. I throw in my favorite spices, which always varies depending on the day, and while those are cooking, I make a batch of drop biscuits, which take like all of 3 minutes to make. Once the vegetables are cooked through, I thicken up the sauce with basically a flour and water roux. Then I throw in whatever meat we have on hand. If we have any, you don't have to put it in there. Today I had chicken. And then I add the drop biscuits to the top of the casserole dish, and then throw it in the oven. And these perfectly portioned pot pies, I had everything on hand, but I actually did end up buying a bag of frozen vegetables thinking I was gonna need it, but I didn't. Only cost me $1.25, and this will actually probably last us like 2 evenings. So that is it. 5 meals for under $6.